Hello again, Rob Veach from Vparanormal.com. If you're new to this channel, I'm a paranormal engineer for a Chicagoland-based paranormal group that's really based on science and a lot of high-tech pieces of equipment that we've designed over the years to try and capture anything that's paranormal. If you want more information about what we do, you can go to Vparanormal.com. I have the link down below. About 4 months ago, I was having a conversation with Joe DiMare, and interesting fellow. He's a paranormal engineer also, and he's working with a piece of code that is done by MIT, and it's some research code. It's called the Eulerian video magnification, and it magnifies subtle changes in video, and he's getting some really interesting results. And you can get more information about Joe on his Twitter channel, which I'll have a link for down below also. So we were having a conversation about entities and how hard it is to capture them, shadow movement, shadow figures, and Joe feels that these entities are moving extremely fast, and to capture them is really difficult, and we must be, to them, we probably look like really slow moving, if anything, almost like we're statues to them. So I started thinking about an idea after I had talked to Joe, and I developed something I think will motivate an entity to go in front of this system and let itself be seen. And to my right is what I'm calling the Para-Selfie. So how does this Para-Selfie work? Well, most people are familiar with something called the strobe light. You go to a dance floor and you've got the strobe light going to enhance the environment. But a strobe light can do a little more than that. It could actually give the illusion of motion being stopped. It has to do with the way our eyes work and the way our brain interprets information from our eyes. But it also works with a camera. So if you take a strobe light and you shine it in a dark room at something that's moving, you can essentially see a stop motion of whatever that is. So I'll give you an example of water droplets. As you could see, they're given the illusion that they're being stopped. So taking that concept of something being stopped with strobing effect, I want to be able to stop an entity that's moving across the system, the camera, or that's in front of this system. So here you can see the HD monitor, and you can see the front of the Para-Selfie, and you can see a series of lights that are all LED based. And the one on the left is the traditional infrared light. The one in the center is a white LEDs, and on the right is an ultraviolet light. And these red blinking lights are narrowband red LEDs. This pretty much covers the whole spectrum of light. And with using a full spectrum camera, we should be able to enhance anything that goes in front of the camera with these lights. As you can see, these lights are blinking, they're strobing, and the actual strobe rate is controlled by one of 10 positions, which are displayed right here. I could cycle through these positions manually, and as you see, when I go to the higher number, the strobe rate increases, and I go back to the first one, it goes to the slower rate. Now right now I'm manually controlling these. I'm stepping through one of 10, but that's not what we want. What we want is the entity or whatever is in the environment to step through those. And the way they're going to do that is there's 4 pieces of equipment, and each one of these pieces of equipment has been modified to communicate to the Para-Selfie. We have the familiar K2 meter, and we have a geo vibration sensor with a illuminator on there. We have a moving charge detector, and then we have a proximity detector. You'll notice that on the bottom of the Para-Selfie is an unusual looking opening on the table. And that's actually where a camera is. If you look right here, you can see a camera facing out. And if I go to the back of the Para-Selfie, you can see that there's a full spectrum camera that is shooting low and through the system. This is a large fan with 3 blades. I painted one of the blades white and the other 2 are painted black. I'm going to turn the fan on now. I'm going to turn the lights off so that just the LEDs of the Para-Selfie are illuminating this fan. Now I'm going to manually adjust the Para-Selfie to change one of 10 strobe positions to see which one could stop the blade. And there we go. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our website, Vparanormal.com, to see any updates about the Para-Selfie and how it's performing. We hope to bring it to some upcoming investigations, and we'll document the results that we get.